G'day everyone, Curtis McGrath here, and I'm going to be commentating my own race, the KL2 Men 200 metre final at the 2019 World Championships. In lane 1 we've got Ivo Kilian from Germany, debuted in the same year as me, got 8th at World Champs last year. In lane 2, Mikulia Suliak, we're about the same age, and he's moved up in the rankings. Last year he was 3rd, a bronze medal, got onto the podium. In lane 3, we've got Fernando Rufino Di Polo, or as he's better known, the Cowboy. Always brings the biggest muscles to the World Champs, I think. In lane 4, we've got Scott Martlew from New Zealand. Hot on the heels of myself last year. 2nd, does a bit of surf lifesaving as well and supports a really good rugby team named the Crusaders in New Zealand. In lane 5, it's myself. Really nervous leading into this race. Had a lot of hot competition and I felt like I wasn't going to be the fastest in this race. In lane 6, Federico Mancella of Italy, the fastest man out of the gates by far out of this race. He, I reckon, took his foot off the gas during the heats, and that's why I reckon he was going to come through. Next is Nick Byton from Great Britain. Me and him suffered the same injury in Afghanistan, stood on a landmine, lost our legs. Next to him, Marcus Mendy Swoboda, the Rio silver medalist and 2nd at the World Championships. He also studying chemistry. And last but not least, Azabek Abdullah Karbibov from Uzbekistan. He didn't race at the World Champs last year for some reason, but came along to the World Cup this year and got 6th. I was really nervous leading into this race. I felt like I probably wasn't as prepared as what I should have been mentally. I was, focusing on what other people were racing and how they were racing and over-analysing them leading up to the race. But and also, Szeged's such an amazing place to race. The crowds are massive there. And as we line up to the start, waiting for the Brazilian Cowboy, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner there's a bit of wind on that flag. A bit of a cross, but the conditions are magic. It's quite hot this day, and we're ready to start. As you can see there, Scott Martlew firing out of the gates with a cracking stroke rate. But there we go, Federico for Italy powering ahead with a stroke rate that's through the roof. Myself sitting at the back, almost looks like I'm trying to wash ride him, but that's not the case. Super nervous, my hands were tingling. It's about now that I realise that Federico's not got the gas to get through, so I'm powering through. My stroke rate's a lot lower than his throughout the race, but at the end I've got more power, so I'm just powering through, and it does look easy there, but I tell you what, it was not, and it felt pretty amazing to cross the line ahead. At one point I think I'm 5th in the race, so to come through in 200 metres to come out in front is pretty happy there. He would be a bit devastated, Federico, but that meant a lot. You can see me flicking my fingers there and trying to get the lactate out of my fingers, all tingly. So as you can see there, Federico just bolts out of the gate with Scott. Myself there slowed down. You can see my blades a bit too far away from the boat, meaning that I'm sort of leaning too far over and it's not great. So there you go, definitely 5th there. A lot of fast, powerful, quick paddlers out of the gates, so and that's my lunge for the line that actually wasn't necessary in the end, but a great feeling. So you can see there coming through at the end what we call in kayaking a piano falling on the back of Federico's boat. So getting the win there, and the results, myself and then the Italian, the New Zealander, Ukrainian, the Uzbekistanian, the Brazilian, Austrian, British, and then the German coming in last place, 9th place. But that's the KL2 men's 200 metre final at Szeged 2019 World Championships.
Once again, you're unbeaten for 4 years now. What does it feel like?
It's really good. The competition's really heated up, and Federico pushed me all the way, and then Scott's there as well. So it's a great sign to see what's going to happen in Tokyo.
What does it take to defend your title once again and then once again, and you keep going like no changes?
Yeah, I think it's just putting in the work. I missed World Cup and I was a little bit gutted about not being able to race, the world's best again, and I was able to put in the work while I was at home, and I think it's paid off today.
Yeah, you're the king of the world at the moment. Yeah, unbeatable.
Thank you very much. Yeah.